Time to do the Brazos camping trip. I'm hoping for nice, sunny sky. Son of a...
On this episode, we're going on our first kayak and camping trip down the Brazos River with the Mariner Sales Kayak Fishing Club. For this trip, we were all meeting below Possum Kingdom Lake on a stretch of the Brazos that's known for easy access and plenty of good camping spots.
One of the major issues with remote camping on a river is transporting all of your fishing supplies and camping essentials. That's why we borrowed Diablo Paddlesports kayaks from Mariner Sales.
This stretch of the Brazos is about 2 hours outside the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which is plenty of distance to where you can get away from civilization and the buzz of the city. With everything from rainbow trout to smallmouth buffalo, all the way to largemouth bass, this stretch of the Brazos has a lot of fishing opportunities to offer.
Why don't you tell everybody at home what we're doing right now?
We are, right now we're leveling off our ground. We don't want to sleep with gravel lumps, even though we do have a couple of layers to keep us off the ground. But you always got to start off with a good foundation. With camp all set up, it was time to get to some fishing.
Ellen. Little bitty bass. It's a little bitty spot. Fish on. Oh, it's a giant. Oh, it's a giant. I got it all on camera. Woo, another spot. Yeah. Dang, that's a pretty fish.
Oh, really pretty fish. Yeah, I do, actually.
Oh, got another one. Another spot. Ooh, this is bigger.
The dam below Possum Kingdom is known for good striper fishing, so it's inevitable that some of those fish get pushed further down the river.
Oh, got a striper. Woohoo! Whoa, 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 whoa. I've caught hybrids before, but I've never caught a real striper. He's a little guy, but he still counts. Another little baby striper on the Brazos. So one of the hard parts about camping where you can't take a lot of supplies, it's shortage of water. It's out here, it's hot, it's in the 90s, everyone gets dehydrated, so you need a lot of water to stay hydrated. So we found this product called the Life Straw. It has filters in it to where you can drink out of any river, any lake, and it makes it safe to drink.
After a good night's rest at camp, it was time for our first full day of fishing. We didn't really know what to expect, so we launched right at sunrise to get a good day of fishing in.
Like all the pros say, right where it should have been. My first Saturday bass. Little guy, but it's a start.
Yeah. Here's Saturday morning's fish.
Got one on the old deadhead. Slow day, that's only my second one. Sad that that's my biggest fish of the day, but I'll take it.
You got another one. It's caught on that deadhead made by clear quartz again with a stake over Bass Pro. Just nailing them. Got one. This one's definitely nicer. Oh, he's a little nicer than I thought. It's actually 17.
It was a classic summertime day of fishing in Texas, where most of our bites came in the morning before it started to get warm.
After going 4 hours without a single bite, I'd take anything I can get, even if it's a small white bass with a Ned rig.
Alright, so we've been fighting all day to try to get some fish out of the boat, and we had better luck over on the southern side near some big rocks, but we just can't even buy our bite today. So here's this little one. Let's go ahead and release him.
The terrain out in the hill country can get brutal on those summer afternoons. But one of the nice things about the river is the water's always nice and cool. So it was time for us to take a long break to regroup and recharge.
The plan for the afternoon was to kayak, or walk rather because of the river current, to some open areas past the bridge.
Oh! got him, Tim. Look at that. That's funny. It's just deadhead, black and blue, with that Bass Pro sticko again. Got him. Oh, got another one. Yeah, he came out of freaking nowhere. He came out in the middle. Yeah. That's a bass, dude. It's a bass. It's coming straight at me. It's two bass. It's a big bass. Dude, throw in there, bro. Alright, we got to our new spot. We're getting a little bigger fish. Appreciate it, little guy. Got one. Two different species. Got one. You still got him? Double up, we got that double up. Not the same species, but it works out.
Hey, it's more fun that way. We don't hate on any species here at the Real Gills. We love them all.
Eat it.
Hey, no.
Alright. Later, fish.
Later.
And just as we were calling it a day, this happened.
It's a really good fish. Come on. Yes! Woo! So I'm talking about, boy. Now, I'm not one to rub stuff in, but you were like, Tim, I better catch a fish over here. Dang, that's a dead gum stud. Damn. That is not a tiny fish. Hold on there, buddy. Good thing I got my scale. Hell yeah. What was I telling you, folks? Theme of the day, deadhead. I like how you said deadhead. I was like, yeah. Right at the top of the mouth. Woo! And barely hanging on. Officially 21 and a quarter. One quarter of a pound at a time. 410. 4.5 pounds. 410. So you went from 4 1/4 to 4.5? Yep. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Breaking PBs, quarter pound at a time. Look at that mouth. She fought hard. Alright. Away she goes. Back to her home.
After grinding it out all day, I couldn't ask for a better outcome than catching my new personal best.
Oh, all right. I'll call it a night for the last day of camp.
Last day here at camp. Everybody's breaking down. We got about a mile up the river to get to our launch point, so it's time to load all the kayaks down and get this party started.
Since this was our first kayak and camping trip, what would you say a couple of things you learned were, Gene?
I think in this trip, I really learned how to think outside the box when I'm fishing certain areas, and to expect the best and prepare for the worst when it comes to camping. What about you, man?
I learned that you can never be over prepared for these situations. You're looking at 10 hours in the brutal heat, so make sure you bring plenty of water and plenty of resources. We want to say a special thanks to Mariner Sales for letting us borrow these kayaks and accessories for the Brazos River trip.
The kayaks that we borrowed for this trip were made by Diablo Paddlesports. The models were the Adios, paddled by Gene, and the Chupacabra, paddled by Tim.
And lastly, we want to give a major shout out to Jerry and the Mariner Sales Kayak Fishing Club for organizing this trip. After 3 days and 2 nights on the Brazos River, it shaped up to be an awesome trip. As always, guys, be sure to like and subscribe for more Real Gills adventures.
We out.
Gene and Tim's Hobie Kayaks brought to you by Mariner Sales.